right, good evening, everyone. Sorry we're just a minute late. If I'm called to order the Farmington Board of Education meeting, excuse me, for Monday, May 7th, 2018. If we can all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Next item on the agenda, item 6, consideration of the superintendent's report, 6A, summer learning programs update 2018.
So we have another exciting summer ahead with many, many opportunities for our students to extend learning or take advantage of enrichment over the summer. Kim will say a few words and then answer any questions you might have.
So it's already that time of year again. We are excited and looking forward to, as Kathy said, another summer of amazing opportunities for children in Farmington and beyond to participate in our summer learning academies and enrichment programs. And you have here the brochure that will be sent home to all community members outlining these programs. Typically, I would be inviting Karen Marino up to the table, but Karen is out on leave. She's had a second baby. So I'm very happy to welcome Amy Ferrari and thank her profusely for all the work she's been doing to help organize and prepare for this year's programming. And Amy will give you a little brief overview of what we have in store.
Thank you, Kim. So yes, Karen is on maternity leave, so I have taken interim coordinator this year. Fortunately, I do work closely with Karen, and I worked closely in the past with Vince as well, so this is not anything super new in my territory. But we do have a lot of changes this summer, more so being changes in the location of some of our programs. Typically in the past, many of our programs occurred at Westwood's Upper Elementary School, and we were asked this year to try to eliminate the usage of Westwood's so that they have a little bit more of a break, a little more time to clean and get their school prepared for the school year. With that in mind, prior to Karen's leave for maternity, we did take some time to go through, look at some of the options. We moved some of our programs to Irving A. Robbins Middle School. What the issue was is to determine which programs we were going to move to Irving A. Robbins Middle School. So we did take a little bit of time, review that, and we have split the programs between Westwoods, and I'll go through very briefly for you, and it's also in the brochure, what those programs are and what's occurring where. So just as in years past, up at Farmington High School, we do still have programs running. It's going to continue to house all of the high school credit recovery programs and 4 credit programs. Up there as well will be the special services, both the middle school and the high school level programs. Middle school, we did not leave at IER this year for space reasons. They also will have multicultural arts program, and they will also have some enrichment programs for the students, such as SAT, ACT prep, and driver's education. In Irving A. Robbins, we have new programs that moved over there. To start, we have the Excel Summer Camp program, so that will be housed at Irving A. Robbins Middle School. We also have a move from Noah Wallace of the Farmington Collaborative Preschool and Kindergarten Readiness Summer Camp program. So that has moved from years past. It has been at Noah Wallace. This year will be at Irving A. Robbins. We have the special services programs for the preschool as well, and also the elementary level students. Chinese language camp, our summer exploration academy, so the reading, writing, math programs for our elementary students, and a few enrichment programs, one being Potter's Wheel, and that is run by one of the Irving A. Robbins teachers. And at Westwoods, what we left over at Westwoods was all of our performing arts programs. So our band academy, our Suzuki Strings Academy, and our musical theater. In addition, this year we did add, to complement a couple of those programs, a few new performing arts. Carl Shugart had proposed a new chamber academy for Suzuki, so that will extend beyond regular Suzuki instruction to more of the higher level strings students. And then also, in addition to band, band typically is run in the afternoon. It has moved to the morning, and they pulled in their own additional teachers to offer a motion, creativity, and balance program. So 2 of our Farmington teachers have started that program for this year. We already have some great enrollment for it, but it's a complement to band in the morning. So what we did try to do is offer that morning and afternoon program for some of the families that do need that extended day. The other options that we have at Westwoods are some of our enrichment programs. 1-week programs, some of them half day, some full day, but they do include STEM, Lego, some cooking programs, and then some upper level babysitting and when I am in charge programs. With the move of everything this year, we have changed and made sure that there's security monitors at all the different schools, and there also are nurses at all the different schools as well. But again, in the brochure, and it did go out, it was mailed last week to families within the community, and it is also available throughout the town and surrounding towns as well. Any questions?
Thank you, Amy. I mean, I sound like a broken record, but every year when I sit through this, it's just amazing the
it's a lot.
spectrum of offerings
Yeah.
we put forth. So any questions or comments for Amy? Yeah, absolutely.
We have appropriate cooling everywhere. I guess probably at Irving, doing it at Irving Robbins.
So in Irving A. Robbins, we are only using the parts of the school that do have air conditioning. So there is a whole section of school that we are not using. The 700 wing is not being utilized for summer this year. There is a little bit in the art wing also that is not necessarily under air conditioning, but the Excel Summer Camp has moved into that area, and because they're not in the building all the time, for them, it's kind of a part of their program. So they have willingly moved into that area. So yes, so that was one of the big considerations when moving the programs, is to have a facility that had the air conditioning.
Thank you. Thank you again, Amy. It's wonderful.
You're welcome.
Great job.
You're welcome.
Great job.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Kim, too.
Thank you, Amy.
Thank you, Amy.
Okay, next, 6B, Engage Learning Updates.
So we have several items. One is at West District, we have Principal of the Day. You can see Douglas there as Principal of the Day. Also at East Farm, student-led conferences, and Noah Wallace shared information about the CMEA Honors Choir. Westwood highlighted a collaboration with the high school in teaching code, specifically Scratch, to our upper elementary students in an after-school program. And Westwood's also highlighted a recent visit to the Farmington Community and Senior Center, where they shared several patriotic folk and musical theater songs, and they are booked for next year, in case anyone's wondering. So lots of great information on things that are going on in our schools.
Thank you. Any questions or comments?
I also wanted to tell everyone that we are featured in an article about student-centered learning that's on our website through Breakthrough Coach. They came and interviewed several of us, and I will send it to the board, but for the community, it is posted on our website.
All right. Thank you. Any questions or comments? Kathy? Okay. Next item, 6C, professional appointments, retirements, and resignations. Didn't see anything other than Ted, and just again,
Congratulate.
on the record,
Right.
congratulate Ted. I mean, obviously we're sad to see him leave, IAR, but happy to retain him within the district, and he'd be a valued asset in his new position. So congratulations
And
to
just
Ted.
related to that, we have posted that position, and this week we are doing interviews for the Westwoods Upper Elementary AP position. So we're moving forward on both positions.
Okay, thank you. And question, item 7, unfinished business, 7A, budget impact, budget update. Vince?
Yep. It's not a lot of new things since the last board meeting. The one thing I will mention is there's been another continued issue with the heating loop at Westwoods. I'm sorry, at West District Elementary School. There was another leak there. And Tim and his team members have addressed it. We're also very happy that the heating season has come to a close. And
Not yet, though. You never know.
Yeah.
I appreciate your unbridled optimism, Vince.
And Tim Harris is spending a lot of time right now, fine tuning the repair that's going to be done this summer on that heating loop.
Yeah.
including a number of other projects this summer, but that one's a very important one. So, yep.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Vince. Any questions for Vince? Okay. Next item, 7B, approval of new courses, second reading.
So we've already presented this to the board. I don't know if there are any questions, but this is the second reading.
Okay.
Motion?
Motion
Yes,
approved? Yep.
Second.
Okay, any questions or comments? All right, the motion to approve the new courses to be implemented in the 2018-2019 school year. Farmington High School is presented. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Abstentions? Okay. Approval of revisions to policy 9327, videotaping of board meetings, second reading. Can I have a motion?
Second.
Okay, any questions or comments? Anybody? No? Okay, the motion to approve the revisions to policy 9327, videotaping of Board of Education meetings as presented. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Thank you. Okay, and approval to revisions of policy 6112, school day, second reading.
Motion?
Second.
Okay, any questions or comments? Okay, the motion to approve the revisions to policy 6112, school day as presented. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Abstentions? Okay. Item 8, new business, 8A, approval of educational specifications for Farmington High School roof project.
So now that our the referendum and the bonding questions passed, congratulations, everyone. For 2018-19, we have a very quick turnaround when it comes to state requirements when we get reimbursement. So this is one of the things that we have to do, and that is to approve the educational specifications. So they are attached, and Vince is here to answer any questions that you might have.
Can I have a motion to approve the educational specifications for Farmington High School for a partial roof replacement, sections O, Q, R, U, as presented?
Yes, second.
Okay, any questions or comments? Discussion? Okay, the motion to approve. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Okay. Next item, 9A, consideration approval of the financial report dated March 2018.
What is happening? Like if I pinch myself. Slow down.
Hey,
Okay, sorry, Vince.
sorry, Vince. We digress, Vince.
Much of the same from the past few months of me reporting to the board. The same areas I pay attention to in regards to our special education, specifically special education nursing services. Our transportation continues to have pressure. Again, this is related to additional transportation for children with special needs who moved into district specifically. Consultation services continues to have some pressure on the budget. But again, I would just echo that the budget continues to trend very well. And I don't really foresee any concerns coming to a successful close to this year. Just earlier today, Beth and I were with the auditors are here in Farmington for the pre-audit, and they had their meeting with Joe Swetke and myself this morning and asked us questions about how we felt the budget was coming to a conclusion on both the town and the board side, and I spoke on the board side and said I don't foresee any issues at this time.
Any questions, Liz? Yes?
So, what's the difference between under services, consultation services versus the nursing where we use contracted nurses? What's the consultation services?
An example of consultation services would be doing about some types of evaluations, some types of special consultations that are required when and after PPTs. And I could give you better, Dr. Singer could give you the best answer to consultation services, but that would be the one that I'm seeing right now is a trend of some higher bills that are coming in because of consulting services in that area.
So of the 50, it looks like it's, trending that we're paying out more than we anticipated. Are we waiting for any, is there any state money that comes into that?
Yes, so consultation services is one of the areas that I will apply revenues to.
Okay.
And also, when we are doing some of our bill back to Hartford for services, in some cases, services, that those bill back funds may also be applied in this area.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Any other questions for Vince? All right, I have a motion to approve the financial report dated March 2018.
Motion?
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Okay. Item 10, reported board chair. I guess just now that we're doing the high school project and roof and being approved, thank everybody for their support in the budget. It was important to get that passed, and thank you very much. I think Mary sent around an email today with a lot of great opportunities for end of the year activities, so I'll take advantage of those if we can. And then committee dates, I think we'll start with Mark, because we have something to report.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, negotiations.
Yes, negotiations met tonight for the first of many meetings to come. We have another meeting next week. Next week is our first official meeting with the newly, voted on, with the union is no longer CILU, but they've officially changed over to the Farmington Public School Employees United, FPS EU. So we will be meeting with them next, the 14th, whatever day that is. I think it's Tuesday. And that will be to discuss our ground rules going into negotiations. And Tom Woody was at our meeting tonight, and we met before this meeting, and I don't know. You have anything to add, Vince?
Yeah. At least you got it.
Yeah, so
Yep.
looking forward to hopefully it'll be a
Fruitful summer.
fruitful summer, fruitful spring. Hopefully we'll be done by summer.
Yeah, all right, okay, thanks, Mark. The curriculum?
We have a meeting scheduled for the 14th at 4 o'clock. So I don't know what time you scheduled.
I think it was moved to June 4th.
Yes.
Oh, it was moved to
Yeah.
June 4th?
Yeah.
There was yeah.
Okay. Okay, communications?
We have a meeting next week to discuss the summer newsletter.
Okay, thank you, Ellen. And policy?
We're meeting on Thursday.
Thursday, okay. Okay, well, it's still light out, so if I can have a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Yes, no second, all in favor? Aye. Opposed, abstentions? We're adjourned. Enjoy the night.
5 o'clock.